Shalom, family trendsetter. I'm driving, as you can see, so you'll hear some noise in the background. You know what? I think I'm gonna change my name and shit. I'm gonna change my name to Driving Hebrew, because I'm always driving when I'm making these videos. But anyway, I want to talk about first. Look at the sky. This shit is fucked up. But anyway, I want to talk about this video that I'm about to play right after my commentary. How you have these Chinese and Asian devils getting on the action and shit. I guess, you know, they figure, well, if the white man can do it, you know, why not us? So now they're getting on the action. But these devils are taking it one step further. Now, I know the so-called white man, they gun us down with our hands in the air and shit by stealth. White supremacists, they attack our women, cut their necks, you know, shoot our elderlies while they're in Kroger's supermarket, attack our churches while we're praying to this idol called Jesus Christ. But now these devils are taking it one step further. They say, you know what, I'm not going to do it like how they do it. We're going to do this shit by stealth. They poisoning us, family. They poisoning us. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, right, because I want y'all to really and truly think about what I'm about to say. Now, if you have this Chinese devil, right, in this university, he's a chemist. If he is actually poisoning his roommate with these thalliums or whatever kind of chemicals he was using, imagine what the Chinese restaurants are doing to us. Imagine every time we go to the Chinese restaurant to order some Chinese food, especially when you go there with an attitude. Imagine what they're setting aside to put in our food. Have you ever thought of that shit? This is why I don't eat Chinese food. I haven't eaten Chinese food in almost 3.5, 4 years. I told y'all in I think a video or two ago that they was using mop in the wok. Mop in the wok. The wok is what they use to prepare the food. So they use the mop to wash. Actually, they wash the mop in the wok. This shit sound like it's a rhyme, but I'm not trying to rhyme today. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to really and truly think about what I'm saying. So if this devil, 20, how old he was, whatever age he was, right, is willing to go that far to poison his roommate after pretty much being cordial with the dude, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker using poison that's even banned from the United States of America. Now, you know when the United States bans something, right, it's really bad, because they put shit in our food and our vaccine. So to show y'all how these devils have a perpetual hatred towards us, the Caucasian and the Asian, they all have the Neanderthal DNA, okay? They all came from Neanderthal, caveman. I personally think that not the Caucasoid, but the Asian and the Chinese are more, I would say, they look more like cave people. You know, no disrespect. This is not a hate speech video, but I'm just telling you my opinion, how I think. They act like fucking cave people sometimes. You ever went to a Chinese restaurant and ordered some shit and they'll just snatch the money out your hand, or, you know, you're dealing with them and they like to snatch shit, like some caveman type behavior. At least the Caucasoid, they have a little bit more, you know, more civilized behavior and shit. Still devilish, but more civilized. But these devils, man, I'm telling you, and I'm not preaching hate on this bitch. I'm just preaching awareness, giving y'all my opinion, my First Amendment right. Because a lot of y'all like to say, I could call you niggas. That's my First Amendment right to call you niggas. Well, I'm telling you how I feel about you devils, okay? And I'm not calling out your name. Devil just means deceivers. So the next time you think about going getting you some wonton soup, make sure you're not drinking some wonton piss. You know what I'm saying? If they can go as far as to try to poison main man, you know what I'm saying? What are you thinking they're doing to us in our community? My daughter the other day when I was in New York, she went to this Chinese restaurant, right? And I was telling her, I was like, why are you eating Chinese food? She said, what's wrong with Chinese food, Dad? You know how when your kids and your family member just so indoctrinated and shit that you can't tell them nothing. Because she was like, I've been going here from I was little. She's 26, right? And I'm not that old either. I'm in my 40s. So don't think I'm an old man. Y'all see my video and shit. Y'all see my picture. But I'm like, why are you eating Chinese food? Look at the restaurant. Because, you know, I'm from Maryland and shit. I'm like more in the suburb. When we go to Chinese restaurant, the shit is clean. Even though behind the scene, they put the mop and wok. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, it looks clean. But in the Bronx, that shit, you could know roaches in that bitch. So I'm like, why are you eating from this place? Right? She's like, Dad, why you always criticizing the Bronx? I said, because this shit is ghetto and it's like dirty. You know, look at the Chinese restaurant. Look at the trash on the floor. So I guess they kind of used to that shit. Then she ordered the food, family, right? She ordered the food, and then she's like, I want extra barbecue sauce. I think she was ordering some chicken wings and French fries or whatever, and she's like, I want extra barbecue sauce, and she talking with an attitude. So I'm like, yo, you know, I call her by her name, like, why are you talking to the man? Like, don't you know he's the one preparing your food? Chill, you know, she's like, I know him, he knew me from when I was little. I'm like, okay, so when he was little, you was probably spitting in your damn food, because y'all got attitude down here. You know what I mean? So I guess the point I'm trying to make, family, is that we have to be very, very careful of these devils going eating out and shit. That's why the Most High said we're not supposed to eat certain food. And if we're not supposed to eat certain food, I'm sure that we're not supposed to eat from certain nation that prepared these foods. All right? So just something to think about for y'all Christmas holidays and shit. I know a lot of y'all Hebrew Christians about to, you know, get ready for the Christmas celebration. A lot of y'all talk about, I don't celebrate Christmas. Yeah, right. Fuck out of here. A lot of y'all gonna be eating that swine behind the scene and shit. But don't worry, the Most High got his eyes on y'all. Y'all can fool me, but you can't fool him. But anyway, family, with that, I say shalom.
At 4 o'clock, a Lehigh University student has been arrested after authorities say he had been trying to kill his roommate for months. Action News reporter Bob Brooks found out the weapon of choice was poison. Bob is now live on the campus with the full story. Bob.
Yeah, Shari, the chemical, according to the district attorney, is called thallium. Essentially, it's rat poison. It's cutless. And again, this student tried to kill his roommate using it. It was inside these Lehigh University dorms where police say a student from China developed a murder plot and carried it out, trying to discreetly and slowly kill his roommate. At a news conference today, Northampton County DA John Morganelli said the alleged weapon of choice, an odorless and colorless toxic chemical called thallium.
This was over a period of time where small amounts of this poisoning was occurring.
The DA says former student Yukai Yang poured it in his longtime roommate Juwan Royal's milk and mouthwash.
This victim is still experiencing physical symptoms from this poisoning that occurred.
The first recorded incident here happened back on March 18th when Royal called campus police to report he was sitting at his computer before feeling dizzy and passing out. Then on March 29th, he called for help again, telling officers he had been throwing up for over 45 minutes and felt very shaky. Then shortly after that, someone damaged and defaced Royal's property. The report states on April 5th, there was damage to the victim's television, and damage was also done to the victim's bed and desk, where the phrase, the N-word, get out of here, was written in black marker. Now, a day after the property damage was found, Yang was arrested. Police say he submitted a handwritten statement that matched the handwriting found on Royal's desk, plus he was the only other person that could get into the room. After his arrest, investigators were able to confiscate his cell phone and computer, and it was information found on those devices. Police determined Royal needed a blood test. Thallium was found in his system. And according to the DA, Yang admitted to purchasing various chemicals on the internet, including thallium, and stated they were purchased with the intent to harm himself if he did poorly on future exams. Well, now we know the DA certainly wasn't buying his story. Now, Yang faces many charges, including attempted homicide and ethnic intimidation. And as for his roommate, Juwan Royal, we again are told he's still experiencing side effects from the thallium poisoning as he tries to recover. Now, reporting live at Lehigh University, Bob Brooks, Channel 6, Action News. Shari.
Yes, strange and dangerous story. Bob.